Yesterday, we had the announcement of the new pets coming to Diablo Immortal Plus, another zone, new stages, and other things. This was all brought to us in the form of a video update from Blizzard, but there were no patch notes. So today, thanks to NetEase, written in Chinese, converted over to English, we do have some patch notes that give some additional details on what we saw yesterday. If you missed that video, here, this is what it looks like, and it's right in the channel. I'll probably be linking it as a card above as well, if you want to watch and see the video on the pets. But let's get into some of the details of that. But before I do, I actually want to let you know that this is bringing up some controversy between the big spenders, also known as the whales, and the free-to-play or low spenders inside of the game. I plan on putting out an in-depth video talking about this. How the whales are feeling, how free-to-play players are feeling. Do they like pets coming to the game? Does this cause more separation between the two groups, and why? I'm gonna either put that out later today or tomorrow morning. I'm not quite yet sure, but I really want my voice and my opinion on this to be heard, so I will put out that video soon. Make sure you look out for it. I think it's gonna be a good one. But let's dive into these patch notes right now. The era of demon pets version celebrates the new year, and new adventure is about to set sail. All right, so I'm gonna read right through this. There's not a ton in the patch notes, so we can go through word for word. For awakens and the monster comes. Fear awakens, I'm sorry. It's early in the morning, so bear with me. As the seal is lifted, Diablo's shadow will one day cover the entire sanctuary. It is urgent to protect justice. Now keep in mind, this is all translated over from Chinese, so sometimes words get wonky. In order to fight against the powerful king of fear, players must continue to embark on an unknown journey. More adventurers are waiting for you to explore. More adventures are waiting for you to explore. All right, see what I'm talking about? Powerful enemies are ready to move in the darkness. Mysterious treasures are waiting for their owners. And more new gameplay will be launched soon. Players will also meet new partners during their adventure. With their company, the journey will become easier, no longer alone. So what's being spoken of right here is a new zone, which sounds like a zone where we're going to be encountering Diablo, which I welcome very much so. I don't get as excited for new zones. I think that they're great. I think that it's new story, new lore, new campaign, a new zone that we could hopefully do bounties in. Hopefully they bring bounties to those zones so we could just engage in something new. But when you think about it, it's not something that gets a ton of replayability as time goes on. You play the new zone, you play the story once, and then you're done with it. Lots of effort from development that then goes into little time of gameplay. But if the new zone has Diablo, looking forward to it. So now they also did mention that we're gonna have some company along the way. That's gonna be what they are speaking of, is pets. The new system is online. The magic pet comes to Sanctuary. Let's see a little bit of this image here. Adventure journey never alone. Opportunities and challenges coexist. Exquisite treasures and unknown crises, let me move over here, are the most attractive things on the journey, and reliable partners are the cornerstone for players to explore with confidence. With the arrival of the new version of Era of Demon Pets, Sanctuary will also welcome the Demon Pet system to accompany players on their adventures. Now everyone's talking about, and it's not said here, but about these pets having gem slots in them, how it's going to raise resonance inside of the game and further cause that gap between whales and free-to-play. That's the topic that I'm going to be talking about in that coming video. The familiar will assist the player in the adventure, and the strength of the familiar will continue to improve with the training of the player. As the strength of the demon pet increases, they will also undergo some unknown and mysterious changes, bringing out double improvement in appearance and in strength. So that's something that I featured in yesterday's video. They kind of evolve. They come as these little tiny pets, and they evolve into something larger, greater, and more cool looking. I like the idea of having a pet follow me around. Not sure if these pets are going to engage in battle, or if these pets are just going to be for collecting resources, or if they're just kind of things that follow you around that are a way to boost your resonance and maybe even combat rating in the game. We'll see. I was actually looking at the game and just kind of looking at my character and thinking, how are they going to fit the pet thing in here? Is the pet going to be next to my character? Is it going to be a separate screen for pets? Maybe the pets are going to be able to have gear, or there's just slots in the pet. I don't know. Like, are we going to be able to throw helmets on our pets, and then that pet is going to be able to socket a gem inside of the helmet? We'll see how that all works. Not sure yet. Now, the plot is advanced again. The mysterious boss is fatally attacking. So now I think that we're talking about, Diablo himself. Guard the battle and fight against the devil. The Hell Bride harnessed the power of the World Stone to unleash Diablo, the Lord of Terror. In order to fight against the invasion of fear, we'll go to the ruins of Mount Arreat under the guidance of Tyrael. Distorted by the power of the World Stone, the place has been changed beyond recognition. In the upcoming new version, Era of Familiar Pets, the main plot will open a new stage. Passing through the raging beast tide and climbing over the steep mountains, the mysterious and deadly boss is waiting for the challenger, and the battle is about to begin. It surely does sound like we are going to be able to battle Diablo, which would be a lot of fun. I think that's something that I would like to see. I like seeing a lot of the, they brought the Butcher back in their most recent dungeon. I like seeing some of the well-known and loved characters coming into the game for battles. PvE gameplay expanded. New version brings more possibilities. New mode, new challenges. Some mysterious force affects Sanctuary, and monsters in the darkness become more restless. The tranquility of Sanctuary is at stake. After the new version of the Era of Demonic Pets is launched, the PvE gameplay will be expanded accordingly. More powerful enemies will bring more hardy battles, allowing every player to enjoy the pleasure of those battles. So making the enemies harder will kind of make up for the pets making us stronger, so that we're not just rolling over PvE, I guess. And as it quotes right there on that image, we will also be adding new modes to expand our PvE gameplay, which I like. Now it says new modes, not just a new zone, so I'm wondering what new modes are going to be there for that. Although the cold wind is biting and the fire of war has not been extinguished, or the fire of war has not been extinguished, the biggest update in history of Diablo Immortal is about to begin, and the version of Era of Demon Pets is coming mid-December to celebrate the year. Let's meet in sheltered place this winter and embark on an epic adventure. Now, I will say that we got that pet right there in that image. I like that. Is this bigger? Is this bigger than the Blood Knight being launched? I mean, the Blood Knight was a class, the first class that we've had introduced to the Diablo series in years. Thought that was pretty massive, bringing a new class and doing it inside of Diablo Immortal. We'll see. If they're saying it's bigger, maybe it is. New zone, new pet mechanic inside of the game, new PvE. They didn't really say much about PvP, so I'm excited to see what is to come. What do you think about the pets? And I may dive into the comments of this video to kind of go over the topic of my next video. I'm personally excited about pets. I don't compare myself as a low spender to high, big whale spenders inside of the game. I don't care about that. I just care about having more content for me to play inside of Diablo Immortal, and this update brings that.